Hi there, welcome in. We're going to get some messages for us today. We're shuffled and ready to go. And I have a Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And there's a Knight of Swords. Okay, and then we have a Three of Wands. And then there's an Ace of Wands. And an Ace of Cups. So, I feel like this Queen of Swords is someone who speaks up, right? Takes a stand on things. There could be communication or energy coming your way or incoming messages. I'm getting it could be coming from like afar, but I'm getting like there's plans in the making here. I do have an Ace of Wands, so this could be heading in the direction of like a passionate new beginning, some sort of creative endeavor, inspired action. And then I also have something as it relates to like doing what you love and loving what you do. It could cause you to go in a new direction, stand your ground. Maybe this is something that you do alone. You're not seeking maybe approval outside of yourself. This is going to be some sort of a journey, right? It's like you reach the top of the mountain and you're standing your ground, right? It's being led. And then we have a Three of Cups. All right, so there's maybe a reason to kind of like keep whatever this is to yourself, and you can't take everything with you. So it's kind of like a solo mission. Feels that way. It feels like you're crossing over, right? Maybe, again, like the Three of Cups could represent family. So you could be going in a different direction than maybe those that you know, your friends, your family, your work. Moving on. Okay. Choosing peace. There could be an energy here that wants to create some sort of dissonance for you. Almost like, you know, from the sidelines, like watching and trying to sabotage, I'm getting. I feel like somebody may realize that they may be having to deal with the drama, the gossip here. It's like you're the one that got away energy is what I'm feeling. I have the Hierophant here. So I feel like you're doing things that like speak to your beliefs and how you face the world and what you value and all of that. You could be seen as like, you know, someone who holds wise counselor, or you're seeking wise counsel. This could be someone who's speaking ill on your behalf, right? Like they're slandering here. I feel like there's news. Maybe someone could find themselves in some sort of confinement, physically or metaphorically. Might have something to do with like a water sign energy, or this is maybe a bit of like helping people find their shine, right? I feel like something's being cultivated and created. There could be a bit of like competition here as it relates to this. Maybe someone's finding themselves stuck in a situation here. But I feel like there's freedom on the other side of this with this Two of Cups. I feel like there's an equal exchange. Okay, but someone may not be able to have access to this. Or there's some sort of like wishing from afar. There's this like reflection happening. And a lack of access, right? Like almost barred, like protected. Like someone is very divinely protected, right? I'm getting like humanitarian vibes. I'm getting like someone's meant to be seen and heard, felt, strong empath, right? Able to like co-create here. Okay, it's like birthing something new here as the Empress, and then it manifesting in the physical as the Queen of Cups. So there could have been like attempts to try to like prevent this from happening, right? Because it's like once you come into your spiritual power as a Hierophant, like you can literally create anything with the Page of Wands. Like you're embarking on a new adventure, and I feel like they don't have access to you, right? I feel like access is denied. And I feel like you're going to create what you came here to create, right? The Empress is the embodiment of creation here. Wow, fancy. It's Queen of Swords. She's got something to do here. Let's see what else is happening at the bottom of this deck. We have the Moon. I feel like what you don't see possibly here, like there could be some hidden secrets or things you don't maybe have the awareness of, maybe not in your physical reality, but this could be going on spiritually. Like there's overcoming limitations here. There's almost like a bit of needing to self-accept, right? This also can represent like insecurity, envy. I have an Emperor here, a King of Cups, a Devil, and a King of Pentacles. So, it's a lot of masculine energy. I feel like someone may have let their... I feel like this is a bit of self-sabotage, all right? I feel like there might have been some sort of illusions or just like not able to move past these limitations, and as a result of that restriction, it almost created a restriction for maybe someone else. May have tried to manipulate and control, and you know, this could be like father wound issues, repeating a cycle, like a karmic cycle in the family, like ancestral pattern here is playing out. I feel like someone may have fallen into the ancestral pattern, maybe of their father. They're repeating something their father did here. Again, like sometimes those things really can hold us back. And so maybe this is appearing in someone's awareness at this time, that they're repeating some familyhood trauma here in this experience. And they're meant to free themselves from this. They're meant to learn from it, not stay in it. So I feel like someone has a choice whether they want to stay in those patterns or if they want to free themselves from them. This is a masculine energy that I'm talking to. So if you're resonating with like father figure energy and struggling with like the emotional imbalances of that, I feel like that's where there's growth here, is in that heart chakra as it relates to father dynamic. Okay, you have a King of Pentacles here. So I'm getting like someone else could be coming into the mix, someone stable, secure, abundant, eyes focused on the goal here. Very like great spouse energy. Okay, King of Pentacles. Someone who's gonna support and not like dominate, rule, and be, you know, imbalanced here. I'm getting like there's a lot of imbalance here with the Moon and the Devil. I feel like someone could be indulging. Maybe there's a family pattern of codependency. It leads to really bad decisions and afflicting pain on others. Okay, so a bit of abuse. So I don't know if that's a trigger. I apologize if it is, but I feel like this is coming to the awareness, coming from the subconscious, right? It's bubbling up to the surface so we can talk about it. Okay, so we can talk about it. All right, so things are coming to the surface that we need to recognize. Yeah, so I'm getting like this is bubbling to the surface so that it can be recognized. All right, I feel like somebody may need to do this, a bit of reflection here. Maybe they've been avoiding this. Maybe there's fears here, anxiety, right? So I'm also getting Eight of Swords can be like a pattern, all right? There's a pattern playing out here. All right, so yeah, maybe someone is awakening to the reality of a situation that they were in. Maybe now that they're removed, they're able to kind of like assess the situation because they're able to look back at it because they're not currently in it right now. Maybe they're realizing the truth. Maybe there's something here that, you know, they want to take action on, but maybe feel like they can't at this time. There's restriction. There's some sort of wanting to stand up now, maybe for a just cause. However, like, this adds up to 10 wands. Like, this is this is a lot. I feel like whatever was going on here was a lot, right? So there's like whatever they were standing up for, they found themselves in some sort of like circumstance that is forcing them to take a time out and reflect and look at what their actions have caused them. Okay. Yeah. I feel like there is malicious intent here. There was attacks against to prevent someone from finding peace in whatever way that is. I feel like there was this like involvement of others here. Okay, I feel like people may be doing their own research, okay, looking things up with the Page of Swords. I feel like maybe the game that somebody was playing with, like, hey, guess what's under my cup, you know, is coming. There could be some clarity with this. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like there was a plan. There was some sort of plan. Like, there was some, like, coordinated effort, investment made, okay, to somehow do something that would, I don't know, it's almost like, there's almost like this realization now, like, you know, someone was the prize and the prize was right under their nose this whole time and they didn't see it. And so they're beside themselves. They're actually sickly because they didn't see the prize under their nose the whole time. In fact, they devalued, right, collective, and chose a bit of distraction, shall we say, a bit of like temptation, right? I feel like someone was tempted, okay? Someone fell for the temptation and they missed the gift that was under their nose the whole time. The blessing, the X marks the spot, all right? But here's the thing. You were hidden in plain sight, right? They were too distracted playing games, emotional games, you know, entertaining other options, okay? Pretending to be interested, but playing like a totally different game than what you're playing. It's like you didn't know who this person was, and they didn't know who you were. So, checkmate. All right, so I feel like you were free and clear from this energy for a very good reason, right? And it's so that you can create what you came here to create. This energy was going to stifle you, okay? Might have been like literally trying to block you. As I say that, the video gets interrupted. So yeah, confirmation that they had a lot of plots and plans, even invested in it, okay, to try to stop you in whatever way possible, all right? They were having a field day behind your back, and I feel like all this is catching up, because here's the thing, like, they may have been doing all this behind your back, but guess what? You're no longer in front of them. They no longer can do it behind your back because you're gone. You're so gone. It's like gone, girl, gone, right? So it's like, was it worth it? I don't know. I don't know that whatever this was maybe is worth it in the meantime. I feel like for you, it helped put you in the position that you're meant to be in. And so from your perspective, you're grateful, right? You're grateful. You understand, like, you know, this pearl was cultivated and you're that pearl, right? And there is this like self-discovery that came out of all this, right? Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so let's get some more info. Let's see, Four of Cups. You could be waiting it out. You could be playing solitaire. I feel like something's on its way though. Like it's like a surprise. Surprise. Ooh, what's this surprise? You could meet somebody new, like an acquaintance. Hanged Man. What's this? Someone could be in the Four of Cups energy, okay? They could be finding themselves alone, in solitude, left out in the cold, abandoned and rejected. I feel like they are recognizing maybe now the blessing that they had that was given to them, okay? But they didn't appreciate it or recognize it when they had it, okay? I feel like they also don't realize that they can literally go in and get like something hot, something to drink, some warm clothes. Like there's support out there. I feel like somebody feels like there's no support. All right. It's like, woe is me. This is the dark night of the soul, the Five of Pentacles. I feel like, you know, there's this putting in the hard work, right? Seeing that the hard work pays off. Maybe someone's struggling to figure out where to start, okay? And then we have the King of Swords. Yeah. I feel like they watch what you do. They could be watching you from afar, okay? They could watch what you create, watch your socials. This could be someone who's, this could be them, the King of Swords, or this could be someone who's watching this, right, play out, like on your behalf, like a guide, an ancestor, a protector. I'm getting like protector energy, okay? And then, yeah, and then I have a Ten of Cups, so I'm getting like it's an ancestor. They're protecting your prosperity, okay? Because this energy is really struggling with letting it go, okay? So maybe they're in their feelings and their emotions here with the Four of Cups. And then I have an Ace of Pentacles. This is like a new beginning elsewhere, okay? And then I have a Nine of Cups. So this would be like your wishes and dreams coming true. I'm getting like new opportunity. This could be like a secret admirer here. Someone kind of watching and adoring from afar. I feel like they want to bring in some sort of offer of some kind. Then we have the Magician and the Fool. Oh, Nine of Swords, then the Fool. Sorry, my card's a little messy right now. Let's see. There could be an energy here that's like holding on to hopes for reconnect, like a reconnection. But there's like something else that is meant to be done. Like there's this freedom here. There's this liberation here. Yeah. Someone's like really anxious and in fear, right? Like there's like this constant reminder of maybe what someone continuously did over and over and over again. All right. Yeah. It's almost like someone else like living life and loving life is like really affecting someone else, right? It's like living your best life is making this person completely out of their mind, like mental anguish here to the point of like sabotage. Someone's sabotaging themselves. Sometimes you got to let them take themselves out, right? I feel like that's what I'm getting. Yeah, I feel like this is going to close like a major cycle here. Maybe someone's been trying to keep the cycle open, right? Trying to manipulate and control things. Maybe manifest a new beginning, but it's not working. Okay, I'm also getting that. This is like either a new energy coming in, maybe they're kind of observing from afar at this point, but I'm getting like there's communication. So this could have something to do with like family too. A lot of family here. Yeah, I'm getting like someone's watching from afar. So I'm getting like this very much could be like a new offer coming in. I feel like it might create anxiety because it's something that is going to ask you to stretch, okay? Like you're going to have to take a leap of faith, okay? I feel like you might have manifested this. I feel like this is going to really tickle in the like hopes and dreams area of your life. It might be something that like has something to do with like a gift. You would recognize this as a blessing or a gift, whatever this is. I feel like it's going to put you in the position that you've been wanting to be in, or you're in this position now and you've attracted it because you're so close. It's like the 9 of Pentacles to the 10. So this puts you in that like destiny, right? Walking that path, okay? Standing up for that cause, leading the way. Yeah, and then there's a Queen of Pentacles. Absolutely. You meant to like co-create with others. You could find yourself like sharing and participating in like charitable efforts, maybe community work or something like that. I feel like you might share your blessings, your gifts, your knowledge, your wisdom here. You might create a space where people can creatively connect with one another. Interesting. There's a lot of art here. There's a lot of inspired action. There's a lot of spirit energy. So maybe this is a way in which like, you know, you're bringing your personal connection to spirit to those that you come across in some way, and it like touches their life. So keep doing what you're doing. You're clearly meant to be doing it. I feel like whatever this cycle has still going on, it's, you know, coming to an end here. This is like letting things kind of come to completion. You know, there's certainly a transition, okay, period. I feel like you're in a transition period. So there could still be some things that are coming up for you, or you might hear some back and forth about what's happening behind the scenes. Let's connect with another deck and see what we get. Okay. There's like this story still playing out, you know what I mean? Like they're currently falling from their position that they held so highly, right? There's a fall from grace here, you know? And I feel like as you rise, they fall. All right. It's kind of like cause and effect here. So as you rise, they fall. All right. Let's see. All right. So we're going to use the magic of letting go, and we're going to get some messages as to advice for our collective and those who also could be watching, who also are part of our collective now, that might need help with letting things go in this closing of this cycle if it's not already closed for you. What else needs to be let go of? Practice mindfulness. Clear your negative thoughts. Calm your mind. And meditation to find clarity. Practice mindfulness and meditation to find clarity. Okay, we also have form new habits. Embrace practices that nourish and uplift you. and prioritize your wellness. Let go of blame. Own your actions and choices to be empowered and take accountability. Self-sabotage. Be kind to yourself and recognize your worth and foster self-compassion. Toxic ties. Detach from relationships that drain your energy and prioritize self-care. One more. Release grudges. Free yourself from the past and open to healing. Lighten your load. Ah, very good. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave it there with this message. I hope it finds who needs it. Give me a like, share, follow, subscribe. Let me know you're alive. And I will see you guys on the next reading. Sending you lots of love. And thanks again for watching.